Hello, everybody. My name is Terriann Belle, and here is day 2 of my 90-day healing journey. A little quick disclaimer: these days are not like consecutively 90 days. I take breaks, whatever the case is. But yes, so for 90 days, we're going to do some healing, okay? So for day 2, I want to talk about anger. And I reached this revelation as I was reading this book. It's called Choose Wonder Over Worry by Amber Ray. And there's a way that you can go ahead and annotate and, write notes in it and stuff. So as I was looking into, they were talking about anger. It was saying, what is your anger trying to tell you? And here is the revelation that I reached, the realization I reached. That not all of our anger comes from us. Sometimes the anger that we have within us is actually anger that came from somebody else. How can you figure this out? When you sit with the emotions and you're sitting with yourself, and you think of a flashback of an event that happened where there was a lot of anger in the energy. Were you the one that was angry and acting out of that anger? Or was someone else angry and they were projecting that anger towards you? There are times where it's the latter. They were projecting their anger onto you. All of that energy, they just threw that energy onto you, and you unknowingly absorbed that energy and it became your energy. Do not let somebody's energy become your energy. But give yourself grace, because you may not have known that that's what was happening in that case. So whenever this happens and you reach that realization, what you are to do is to recognize, this is not my anger. This is that person's anger. Whoever, fill in the blank, fill in their name. It is their anger. It is theirs to carry. It came from them. So I'm going to return it to sender. And you affirm, this anger is not mine. I return this anger to sender. You think of the person in your mind and you take a bunch of deep breaths and as you blow out that air, you are releasing the energy and sending it back to them, because this is not your anger to carry. And you will feel a huge relief when you return that energy to sender. After you return the energy to sender, you call all of your power back. You call all of your energy back from that situation, because they took away your power by hurting you and bringing you down. They took your power away. So you are to take your power back from that situation. Anger is intense energy. It's very heavy, and it is not yours to carry if it did not come from you. Okay, part 2. When was the last time that you acted out because of your anger? And what was your anger trying to tell you? Sometimes your anger is telling you that you're hurt, and that it's a mix of things that is deeper than what you're dealing with right now. So for example, let's say you're having an altercation with another person and you find yourself getting very heated, and it's over something trivial, but you're realizing that all of this anger that I'm feeling is not because of this situation that I'm dealing with that firsthand. No, it's something much deeper that I'm really feeling deep down, and I have to address what's going on. To act upon your anger, what will you do? Here's an idea. For you to feel and accept your own anger first. To take a pause. Then respond in a respectful manner and staying in character, remaining in your good character. Sometimes the anger that you feel is not even your anger. It's the anger of someone else. And if it's coming from others, that anger was thrown on you and they gave it to you. So it's important for you to not carry their energy. It's important for you to cleanse your energy and give that energy back to the sender. Observe external anger. Do not absorb. Instead of taking in someone else's anger, observe that they are angry. Respond to diffuse. And if to no avail, remove yourself. So I reached this revelation as I was reading this book called Choose Wonder Over Worry by Amber Ray. And here is what she quote about anger. Anger is your very loyal friend, a friend who will do whatever it takes to get your attention, a friend who will continue waving a red flag until you look within and ask yourself, what is your anger trying to tell you, and what are you going to do about it? So when you're dealing with someone else's anger and someone's throwing their anger out on you, you have to stop and pause and observe and go, you are angry. And I'm not going to allow your anger to make me angry and get out of character. And what happens is they may want a reaction out of you, but instead of you reacting, respond. And you tell them, it can look like this. For whatever reason that you are angry, you need to deal with that. But you are not about to take your anger out on me. And if you would like to have a conversation, you are going to need to tone it down. If not, I'm going to walk away. And if they still want to get all rowdy and loud, you walk away and you hold your own. You hold your word, because you do not have to sit there and take the heat of somebody else's anger. When it comes to anger, not all of it is yours. Some of it is the anger thrown on you by others, and you unknowingly absorbed their energy. Let people be angry by themselves. Do not absorb their anger. Return that anger back to sender. Give yourself the grace for holding on to someone else's anger because you had no idea what was occurring. Do not hold on to their anger. Let it go and give it back to them. It isn't your responsibility to carry the burden of somebody else's anger. Let them deal with it, because they let out all of that anger on you, an innocent person that did not deserve that abuse. Angry people like to throw their anger on others so that they don't have to deal with it on their own. But you are nobody's punching bag. You are nobody's doormat or emotional dumpster for others. No. You are a spiritual being having a human experience, and you have feelings too. You are worthy of kindness and respect. And just because you have a pure soul and an empathetic heart doesn't mean that you have to take the heat of somebody else's pain. Even if you made a mistake, you do not deserve to be abused because of it. You do not deserve to be abused by anybody. Abusers will gaslight you and tell you that you deserve to be abused when that isn't true. They say that to avoid all accountability for what they did to you. If they are wrong, they are wrong. They cannot justify abuse towards you. They need to be held accountable for their actions. Why did they choose to act out that way? Their actions hurt another person, and that is more of a reason as to why it's wrong. Also, why are they okay with hurting another person, and why are they continuing to hurt another person that has not done anything to them that bad that would call for your reaction? And why are they so angry in the first place? It's like, why don't they remove you from the equation and ask themselves, now, why are you still angry? If this person that you are projecting your anger onto, let's remove them from the situation. Now, if you're still angry, why are you still angry? So you see, it has nothing to do with them, but has everything to do with you. And people need to recognize where their anger is coming from. That it's not coming from somebody else, and that someone else just living their life and doing what they want to do is causing them to be angry. No, this person is already angry, and this person is just shining light on that anger, and they're using that as a way to lash out on somebody to release it. When someone is angry and they are projecting all of their anger onto you, they are angry, but they are just taking their anger out on you. And often they will say things to you like, well, you did this and you did this, all because they're trying to give themselves a reason to lash out their anger on you. But if they were to remove you from the equation and that person is still angry, then that's how you know the clear indication that you're not the problem, baby. It's them. Recognize when a person is projecting their anger onto you because of their own internalized anger, And it's not because of something that you did to them, because they'll talk about something very trivial. You didn't say God bless you when I sneezed. I hate you and you're stupid and you're recognize if you actually did something or if this person is just projecting onto you. Okay, people will project their internalized anger onto someone else because they need an outlet. But people are not an outlet. That's not healthy. That's not righteous. That's not right. That's morally wrong. Those people need to find a healthy outlet. Just because you are dealing with stuff, that does not mean that you are entitled to hurt other people. That does not give you the green light to hurt somebody else. I love this quote, and it says, "You cannot fix yourself by breaking someone else." Remember your karma. All of this abuse that you are giving to, all the abuse that people, give to you because they are angry. They are accumulating so much karma, and that will come back to them later in life. And it'll hit them 10 times worse. And the more abuse that they give, the more karma that they will receive. So while they are doing this in the moment for temporary relief, they are setting themselves up for ages worth of suffering. But it's at the hands of themselves. They brought this all on themselves because of how they chose to handle their anger. They acted out instead of acting upon. When people are like that, leave those people be. Leave those people be. Because they need to deal with their anger on their own. And if you are the type of person where you lash out your anger onto other people, you need to leave those people alone so that life can leave you alone. Because life is not going to get any better for you if you are constantly projecting all of your anger onto everybody else because you refuse to deal with it on your own. Everybody is not the problem, baby. You have to search within yourself and ask yourself, why are you so angry?